I'm Josh Michael. If my voice sounds familiar, you might have heard me on the radio. I've been able to do a lot of great events with Ingles over the years, so of course, the topic of food was bound to come up eventually. I'm a fourth generation Italian American, and I'm a huge fan of all things food. I'm no chef, but Ingles makes it easy. If I can cook, anyone can cook, and today, I'm gonna cook with you, sharing some great fast and simple recipes. Today we're starting out at Ingles, getting the ingredients to make a super simple cheater spinach lasagna and a classic Italian dessert, cannoli. Here's what we need. For our spinach lasagna, stay with me on this, we'll need one 24-ounce bag of frozen cheese ravioli. Yes, I said ravioli, and frozen, you're gonna love this. One 26-ounce jar, your favorite Harvest Farms pasta sauce. One 5-ounce container of Harvest Farms fresh baby spinach, and 1.5 cup of Laura Lynn shredded mozzarella. And optional, 1 pound cooked ground beef, turkey, or sausage. For our cannoli, we'll need 1 package mini cannoli shells found in the baking aisle at your neighborhood Ingles. For the filling, 1 8-ounce container of mascarpone cheese from Ingles Gourmet Cheese Shop. 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar, 1 teaspoon either vanilla or almond flavoring. And finally, for the garnish, mini chocolate chips and chopped pistachios. Now remember, all of this can be found online at ingles-markets.com, so you can print it out beforehand or pull it up on your smartphone when you get here. Now, let's get to cooking. Now lasagna, always a crowd please. Remember, we're calling this cheater lasagna. You can substitute the word man lasagna if you want to, because it's that simple. Using the ravioli takes all the time and effort out of it. You can try different flavored ravioli. You can mix in other veggies like mushrooms or peppers. You can even add vegetable noodles by cutting slabs of zucchini or eggplant. Toss in a heat and serve garlic bread from the bakery, deli, all at the same time. This is so simple. Let's get started. We're gonna start with our sauce. We have the Harvest Farms sauce here. You can use your favorite sauce. We're just gonna put about 1/3 of that on the very bottom of the bowl, and because of that, we don't have to put any kind of Crisco or anything like that on the bottom of the bowl either. We're gonna move that around, make sure we cover that bowl the best we can. Now we're going to take our still frozen raviolis, and we're gonna make 1 layer of this. This is so much easier than trying to boil and roll out lasagna. And when it's all done, it's gonna taste just the exact same, if not better. Growing up, I remember my grandfather making lasagna, and I don't know if he'd be happy with me or just mad that he didn't think about this using the frozen ravioli. And remember, like we said, you can try different types of ravioli as well. You can use the meat ravioli if you want to do that. We're using the cheese ravioli here today. All right, so now we have 1 layer of ravioli down there. We're going to add a layer of spinach right here on top. And it's cool for the spinach to be piled up, because when you bake it, it's gonna wilt and it's gonna come down. It's gonna all come together and make an awesome, awesome, awesome dish. And then we're also gonna add that mozzarella in there, and that is going to help hold it all together and bring it all together once we put it in the oven. So there we go. We've got our spinach in there, a nice good layer of spinach. Finally, our layer of shredded mozzarella, Laura Lynn shredded mozzarella. Now with this shredded mozzarella, I don't want you to think that I sat there with a block of mozzarella and shredded this. This is Laura Lynn, all pre-shredded, out of the bag mozzarella. I just got it in a pretty bowl, but I didn't want to make you think I was doing too much work here. All right, so we have our three different levels. We've got the sauce, we've got the ravioli, we've got the spinach, and then we got the mozzarella cheese. We're gonna do it all over again. We're gonna put about another 1/3 right on top there. Then we're gonna take our ravioli and make yet another layer. And with these raviolis being frozen, again, they're already pushing down that spinach, so don't worry if that spinach is coming out or piled too high. Guys, don't you love it when the girlfriend or fiance or wife calls and says, "I gotta work late, can you take care of dinner?" And you're like, "Oh no, what am I gonna do?" It's all right, this is quick and simple, and honestly, other than starting up the oven and preheating it, we're not doing any other real cooking. These are all frozen, they stay frozen until we throw them in the oven. All right, so we got a ravioli in there, and now we're gonna throw yet another layer of the spinach. And guys, you're using fresh vegetables. So you'll make even more points with the ladies with saying that it's fresh and healthy. right, let's throw some more sauce on top of there. All right, so we got our final layer of cheese right there on top. That'll get nice and golden brown and create a crust. Doesn't that look absolutely awesome already? Now, since you're at the Ingles-Market Ingles table, if you look around, I've got another recipe on there for Sunday gravy. That's Italian pasta sauce, my grandfather's recipe. And like I said, I'm 4th generation Italian. If you want to make that, it's really simple as well. You can put all that in like a Ziploc bag, throw it in the freezer, and use that in this as well, and really, really impress the ladies. But there we go. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw this in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes, our oven already preheated to 350. All right, so the lasagna's in the oven, and as you can see, that was very, very simple. We got to put a little bit more work into it, guys, so especially if we're making a special dinner for the lady. So what we're going to do is we're going to do homemade cannolis. Now what we do is we take our ingredients, and we've got the mascarpone cheese right here, the Italian cheese. We're going to throw that in our bowl. That's about an 8 ounce, I believe it is. Then we're going to take our powdered sugar. We've got our vanilla. And we're going to mix all of this together. The one thing you want to make sure you do is not eat all the cannolis before she gets home. It's going to be hard not to. These look so good already. All right, so we want to make sure all that vanilla extract is in there and evened out in the whole mixture. Now, this is where it gets a little bit challenging, guys. We're going to take a plastic bag. We're going to make a little cup in our hand out of it. You know, I'm going to use my left hand since I'm right-handed. And then we're going to put this filling inside that little hole we're making with the bag. Not too bad, not too hard. All right, and then we're going to turn it back out, inside out, very carefully. No mess is needed. Mess just means you got to do more cleaning. Got that there. We're going to close this up. So pretty much what we're doing here is making an old school piper bag. So like I said, we're going to cut this edge off here. And we're going to take our cannolis, fill one side, and then fill the other. Oh my gosh, that looks good. Let it come out a little bit, and you'll see why I want it to come out a little bit on each side here in a second. Because once you have the filling on either side, we're going to dip it into our garnish. We've got our pistachios. We've got our chocolate. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? There's one down. Look at that. Doesn't that look absolutely awesome? How simple is that? 5 minutes tops, and you've got a homemade dessert. She's going to absolutely love you when you get home from that. All right, with the cannolis down, what do you say we go and check out our homemade cheater lasagna? And there we have it, our cheater lasagna made with frozen raviolis. We've got our homemade cannolis right here, and all in just a matter of minutes. She'll be happy when she comes home, guys, and now you got some time. You can go play video games, watch the big game, watch TV, whatever you want to do. We're out of time for today, but I want to thank you so much for joining me here at the Ingles table. Remember, you can find this recipe, videos, photos, and more on the website at ingles-markets.com. Until next time, I'll see you online.